What's up, guys? Good morning. Today is Sunday morning. I got a lot of stuff to whinge. Whinging is good, Just you release that stress, the pressure, and then you have a really beautiful day, After you let off. Is that what? You let go of what do they call it in the UK? You let it go. Get out of your chest. Today, I got a lot of different issues. It's gonna be about identity, color, my friend, beauty, intellect, and being Eritrean, okay, and being obviously African. The way the Europeans think about East Africans, Eritreans, especially Eritreans and Ethiopians, obviously, including Somalis, is maybe I think they can never ever think of we as being slaves. Never. They are slaves, my friend. Why? I'll give you the reason why they are slaves. Number one, because they don't have a color. Color means, my friend, beauty. Okay? Looks. And compare the melanin with the white color. In our country, we call them ambeta, locust. Ambeta means like a locust, grasshopper color. This is not locust. This is beauty, my friend. Okay. So we have different kind of range. For them to walk their equality, struggle, revolution, intellectually, we have to put them down so that they can work for their equality struggle, okay? Because we were just giving them for free, my friend. So they're not equal with us, my friend. They are lower. They are more inferior. So if they work hard, we can make them our friends or something like that. Because their color is not good, my friend. I wouldn't like, And now everyone likes about sex, isn't it? If to be honest, like I'm not that much attracted with white women. Not because I do hate them, but obviously I do value my color, my friend, my beauty, my tradition, my country, my culture, my faith, and beauty, my friend. I enjoy it, So that's why I don't like going out with white women. Not because I hate them, not because I'm racist. No, I'm not racist, my friend. Never. I'm not racist. But the beauty, color is beauty, my friend, Color. It's beauty, isn't it? And let's say, for example, you go, obviously compare, you go to a white woman and you sleep with them and you tend to kiss them. Number one, their lips is so thin, okay? You don't enjoy it, when you snog them, when you kiss them, it's not that kind of exotic, my friend. It just puts you off. What they got is just only hair, nothing. And when you sleep on the bed, why you have that gray color, like this grasshopper, ambeta, and like locust, it freaks you out. And you just check your color, and you say, oh, that's not right. Especially suppose you are a young person, you hang out with your friends, you go to nightclub, and then you put a white girl and you sleep with her after you drunk or something, then after you have really nice love making, you wake up early in the morning and you go this white woman with you, hey, why am I? And if you kiss a black woman, Eritrean, Ethiopian, number one, it's really beautiful lips, my friend, so satisfying, Spirit, it's like a juice, my friend. And the private part is so thick. It's not like this thin, like this so big, massive kind of like this white woman, The Eritrean Ethiopians, It's a big seal, my friend. Umbut. Sometimes you just have to play with their game, with their mind. When they try to play games with our mind, we have to play with their mind as well. I never enjoyed to fancy a white woman and sleep with her. Number one, it's not enjoyable. Like, I don't get that much attracted. And but black woman, my friend, is just sick. That thing, the punani thing is so massive. When you put it inside the my friend, it doesn't let it go out, you know. But white woman, so thin, the skin, everything, like, you just, get, like, it's not satisfying, my friend. It's not exciting thing. So all these things about race, equality, and beauty and color, they are lower than us, my friend. So for them to be equal with us, at least they have to know one African language, you know. And they don't speak no any African language except European, maybe English or maybe French or Italian. And they don't have no exciting, exotic skin color. They don't have that bubbly personality, friendly attitude. Like, you know, they think everyone is like slave. They are our slaves, my friend. Okay. And the other one is like, you know, when you come to Europe, this is a free country, my friend. It's not a nation. I mean, it's not a good place to live, you know. You get squeezed even sexually. You don't feel like, you know, kind of like aroused because you are always in a fridge weather, my friend. Okay, how can it be more if you're a woman? How can you feel broody or attracted to a man if it's fridge, my friend? Okay, or if you're a man, all this stuff it gets squeezed, my friend. It changes into bone, dry bone, like this snow, like you got this reindeer, old white Christmas, always riding on a sledge on the Norway, Scandinavian country, you know, because it doesn't stand, my friend. It's dead. So, color, location, geography, crop, you know, freezing cold weather, no color, no beauty, no friendly attitude. They're dead society, my friend. Okay? So how can we be equal, my friend? Okay? You have to have a revolution, no revolution like with a gun, but revolution of thinking, my friend. Intellect, you know, just respecting other people, you know, because we don't enjoy your continent, to be honest. Okay. So anyway, today I got a really important point uh, because this is a kind of like a semi joke, kind of a comedy to kind of like an entry point, introduction to what I want to say. We Eritreans, Ethiopians, and obviously our surrounding area, we've been colonized by Europe, obviously, because they were looking for slaves, my friend. All in the old times, all the economy of Europe was run by slave black people from Africa. Okay, so that was the means of production. Slave, you got all these those people. If they bring all these black people from Eritrea, Oromo people in Ethiopia and the other Africans to roll all their doors, my friend. That means labor economy. That was what driving the whole economy of Europe. Still, I know they always have to bring someone to stimulate their economy as an engine to make it work, you know, to keep going. So whole Europe is founded, the foundation is based on black man labor, my friend, on our shoulder. It's really horrible thing. So what would you have? We been colonized by the Italians because the Italians they wanted to take all our agriculture so that they can produce and get all the fruit and vegetables and everything, the fish, everything from Eritrea to Italy. Okay? So now we are stuck, my friend. They left us, but they micromanage us from Italy, from London, from America, everywhere. What we left is Eritrea. Okay? We got two options because our natural identity is coming up, sprouting, my friend. That's our real identity, you know, with our brain, not just colonial mind set up or just anyways you just brag about you being an Italian or Turkish or whatever you are. This is us, my friend. We as farmers, okay? We got nation, we got sea, we got farm, everything, okay? So we got brain. In our brain, it's not white man, it's not Italian, or it's not Englishman, or it's not American. It's our brain, my friend. We speak English, man. English, my friend. We write as well. We write in English, okay? We speak Tigrinya, Amharic, my friend. I cannot believe this, man. This has never been in there was no such thing in the past. So our values, all the values that we've been given, all this brand, that like we were just always thinking a wrong thought, our philosophy, our of thinking, the way we humiliate each other, the way we look down to other people, like all the colonial mindset up, gone, my friend, wiped out. Now what we left is with, we don't give a toss about Ferrari, we don't give a toss about airplane, we don't give a toss about bus. What we got is, my friend, a horse. We as our horsepower, we first, okay, walk, run from Adria to Asmara, 110 kilometers, running, my friend. We don't need cars, we don't need aeroplane, we don't need computers. The European man, he just gone with all his machinery to freezing continent. What we left is all the erected wobbling buildings as a relic, reminder of him. We want to wipe it out. Yeah. So this is our identity, my friends. So what we left it with is, we have to get on with our surrounding, with the Ethiopians, the Guyanese, the Oromo, and the Somali, Sudanese. So this is us, my friend. This is our making. Okay. This is our invention, not somebody's kind of framework articulated idea. Ours. So all the colonial mindset, all our institutions, our educational establishments, everything, they destroyed, gone with them. Yeah. So that is crazy. That's crazy, creating a lot of upheavals, a lot of challenges, and that's called change management. We are adapting to our real identity, our way of thinking. There's a lot. It's not easy, my friend. Okay, all the things the Italians, that they built, all the institutions, the brand, the label. We identifying ourselves with that really boring building. What do they call it? What do they call it? Renaissance? No. Asmara, Art Deco, all that kind of stuff. It's gone, my friend. What we left is now, you just see picture hut, and if you're not happy around that area, you load it on your bike and you shoot off to Massawa or maybe to other village. You live there maybe for 1 year or something. Indeed, you destroy it, you kick it, and you go somewhere else. Okay. Mobile people, we don't give a toss about all this building, all that grandeur kind of thing. So this is our brain. Okay. Anyway, so that we are paying a lot of price because we are eating each other like a kind of cannibalism. Dwelling on this for a while, because it's very important we identify this. Back in the olden times, maybe how many 2,000 years, maybe 1,500. There was cannibalism around that area. There was this emperor called Ceres or Cambyses from Iran, Persia. They used to be very strong people, very organized. So he sent all his troops, military troops, to northern, eastern Africa to control that area. So when all his soldiers, I think 50,000 soldiers that time, that means 3,000 times, soldiers that time was so big. So they couldn't reach to areas like Eritrea, maybe to North Africa, because of all this Sahara desert. At last, the expedition was kind of failing apart. So it was a failure, my friend, okay? So they started each other. They started eating each other, cannibals, my friend, because they don't have anything to eat, my friend. Sahara desert. That's cannibalism, okay? So maybe quarter of them return back to their country. So I just brought this analogy as what's happening in us. We're not physically eating each other. As a flesh thing, we haven't got into that level. But intellectually, we are eating each other. You know? When you have that hatred to each other, that was because all this time bomb, all this landmine the Europeans put in our way of thinking, all the burn, all this labor. Brother eating his sister, sister eating his brother, maybe families, clans eating each other. That's a really exact analogy that I can use. So that's what we are passing as electrons. But it will fade away, it will go. And that's our real identity, my friend. We are framing our way of thinking with our own invention, my friend, as an art form, okay? So that's what we are. So this is what we're going through, all this change management, everything. We drop all this white thinking, all that kind of stuff, like all this color stuff, like all this color, like we don't think like the white people are are superior, like what people tend to think them in the past. Now we see them like lower caste, lower, inferior creatures. That's a big power, my friend. This is really big stride